People do not know how much they depend on the survival of this ecosystem. So when people say they want to come in and cultivate, or they want to come in and grow commercial plantations, I know that they are digging their own graves.
Professor Wangari Maathai was born in a poor family in Kenya. She had a vision to reduce poverty and conserve environment by planting trees. Professor Maathai was the brainchild behind the world's known Green Belt movement that started in 1977. She sought to end devastation of Kenya's natural forests. She launched the Green Belt movement to reforest her beloved country while helping the nation's women. The Green Belt movement is a successful story responsible for planting more than 30 million trees in Kenya, subsequently providing new skills and opportunities to more than 100,000 women.
I've always seen poverty as having two sides to it. Poverty will cause environmental degradation because, as I sometimes do, a poor person will cut their last tree to cook what may be their last meal. They're not worried about tomorrow. They're worried about today. On the other hand, it is very important for poor people to understand that the more you the more you degrade your environment, the more you mismanage your environment, the more you are likely to dig yourself deeper into poverty.
She became the symbol of democratic struggle in Kenya. Maathai challenged the government of Kenya on its development plans, and she was beaten and arrested for her act of defiance several times. Maathai and her organization staged a protest in Nairobi to prevent the construction of skyscraper. The project was eventually dropped as her campaign drew international attention. She was a vocal opponent of the Kenyan government until Moi's political party lost in 2002. After several failed attempts, Maathai was elected to Kenya's National Assembly. She was appointed as Assistant Minister of Environment, Natural Resources and Wildlife in 2002.
I call upon Nobel Peace Prize laureate for 2004, Wangari Maathai, to come forward to receive the gold medal and the diploma.
In 2004, Professor Maathai received the Nobel Peace Prize for her contribution to sustainable development, democracy, and peace. She stood at the front of the fight to promote eco-friendly alternatives to social, economic, and cultural development in Kenya and rest of Africa. Maathai stood up courageously against the former oppressive regime in Kenya. Her unique forms of action contributed to drawing attention to political oppression nationally and internationally. She served as an inspiration for many in the fight for democratic rights and especially encouraged women to better their situation. Maathai combined science, social commitment, and active politics. More than simply protecting the existing environment, her strategy was to secure and strengthen the very basis of ecologically sustainable development. She founded the Green Belt movement, where for nearly 30 years, she mobilized poor women to plant 30 million trees.
As the first African woman to receive this prize, I accept it on behalf of the people of Kenya and Africa, and indeed the whole world. Tree planting became a natural choice to address some of the initial basic needs identified by women. Also, tree planting is simple, attainable, and guarantees quick, successful results within a reasonable amount of time. Although initially the Greenbelt movement tree planting activities did not address issues of democracy and peace per se, it soon became clear that governance of the environment was impossible without democratic space. Therefore, the tree eventually became a symbol for the democratic struggle.
Her methods have been adopted by other countries as well. Through education, family planning, nutrition, and the fight against corruption, the Greenbelt movement has paved way for the development at grassroots level. We believe that Maathai is a strong voice speaking for the best forces in Africa to promote peace and good living conditions on that continent. She was an example and a source of inspiration for everyone in Africa fighting for sustainable development, democracy, and peace.
If we are going to shed blood because of our land, we will. We are used to that. Our forefathers shed blood for our land. We will do so. This is my blood. And it reminds me of the blood that Wayaki shed trying to protect Karura Forest.